Here's a wild fact to start with. Throughout history, artists and creatives have sparked more social revolutions than most politicians. Think about it. Art, design, storytelling, and innovation have always been the secret sauce that pushes society forward, flips the script, and dares us to dream up new realities. So, let's talk about creatives. The people who don't just color outside the lines but redraw the lines entirely. These are the architects of change, shaping everything from the tech in our pockets to the ideas that light up our minds. And their fingerprints? They're all over the culture, the movements, and even the big shifts in how we live and work. But here's the thing, we're living in a time packed with challenges that need urgent solutions. Inequality is still a stubborn shadow across communities. Climate change feels like it's knocking louder every day, and honestly, the workplace could use a little more magic and a lot less monotony. We need innovation not just in apps or gadgets, but in how we think, connect, and build a better world. Now here's where it gets exciting. Let me introduce you to some creatives who are flipping the world on its head. There's the environmental designer turning plastic waste into stunning public art, and sparking conversations about sustainability along the way. Or the writer whose viral webcomic ignited a global movement for mental health awareness, blending humor and honesty in a way that hits home for millions. Think about the tech innovator designing apps that make city life more inclusive for people with disabilities, literally recoding how we experience urban spaces. And don't forget the digital artists using VR to create empathy experiences, letting people see the world through someone else's eyes. These aren't just art projects, they're blueprints for a different tomorrow. But let's dial it in on one story that seriously inspires me. Picture a community struggling with food deserts, places where healthy food just isn't available. Enter a group of young creatives who launched a street art campaign, transforming abandoned buildings into colorful murals that double as pop-up farmers markets. Suddenly, these spaces became hubs for fresh food, learning, and connection. What started as a few cans of spray paint and a big idea turned into real, measurable change. That's what creativity can do. It turns problems into playgrounds for possibility. So here's what I want you to take away. Creatives aren't just artists or designers in studios. Anyone who challenges the status quo, who imagines a new solution or asks a better question, is a creative force. If you want to see society change, look to the people making, building, and dreaming. Now I'm curious, who are the creatives inspiring you right now? Drop their names or stories in the comments. I'd love to check them out. And if you want more on how creativity is reshaping our world, stick around for my next video on innovators disrupting the ordinary. Hit subscribe, and let's keep changing the world, one idea at a time.